Great morning and great day, wonderful people. It is Tuesday, not Lord, it is Thursday, August 13th. Anyways, today is gonna go very quickly because it's already 10:10 in the morning. I slept how my body needed sleep today. After I was also going to bed at midnight last night. So it's time to get into Bible study, but I just wanted to just say good morning and what's up. I have to continue to make cinnamon rolls. I gotta finish them before like 2 o'clock. So the butter is doing what it needs to do right now. I gotta fill up the cinnamon rolls, roll them, cut them. They rest and then they go in the oven. So I'm really praying that I'm gonna be done before we all have to leave because my brothers have wrestling practice. And then my sister and I are going to go to her bake sale. It's an indoor bake sale, which is great for weather and everything. But 55 and older community. So they do it every month, every like second Thursday of the month. And some vendors come out and they can shop locally and support local businesses without ever having to leave their home, which is fun. So, and they typically do like some cinnamon rolls sometimes, cookies. You do run into some people who are like, no, my sugar levels can't handle it. But there's a good amount of them that like, yeah, of course, like I would love to have a little dessert or treat today. So, and they also know who my little sister is. So, you know, that's a fun little thing to do. Okay. Yeah, so, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, I went to the scale this morning. I did not end up working out yesterday. I just did not find the time to fit it in. I realized when everyone left the house to go to wrestling practice, and I was just here at home for a little bit by myself while I was waiting for them to come back so that we can go to the content shoot at 6. I got tired. Like I got tired and I fell asleep. So I woke up in enough time to just get myself ready and together, but I was tired. So I didn't work out in between that time. I didn't work out any other time that day. But the only meals I had that day was when I ate my lunch, which was the burritos I had from after my meeting. I had a kombucha, and then I had, what else did I have? I did fold and have a cookie that my sister gave me. So I'm not doing too well with the whole no sugar week, but I've had less sugar overall. The only other sugar I think I've had is when I tasted another thing my sister baked. So this is normally what happens with the sugar, but I had a cookie that she gave me. I had a kombucha. I had the lunch burritos things. And then I had a fruit bowl when I came back from the content shoot. But that's all that I ate that day. And when I woke up this morning, the scale went down again. So I'm grateful for that. But it's like, my stomach feels better. Okay, great. So yeah, today, actually, after I do my Bible study, I think that I'm actually going to, in timing with the cinnamon rolls, I'm going to work out before we leave. So that could be like a quick 30-minute thing so that when I come back from the bake sale, because it's going to be in the evening, I can just shower and continue to edit because I got to edit today's vlog. I have to finish up editing yesterday's vlog. Yesterday's vlog is almost done. I just had to add some music to some really dead parts. So that's going to take maybe like 20 minutes. So I can do that. That's pretty much it. It's time to get into Bible study. I'll see you guys later. Alrighty, so I just finished Bible study in Matthew 5 and then in the Apocrypha, Sirach 4. Really, really good stuff. Matthew 5 I've read many times, but the Bible verse of the day was Matthew 5 verse 44, which is love your enemies, do good to them, that say things against you, persecute you, curse you, just love your enemies, pray for them, all of that great stuff, bless them. And the guided scripture went into how to love someone is to not always agree with them. Right? We are so individual and so unique that you are not the same as any other person. While you guys may agree on a lot of things, there's something that you don't agree on. And that doesn't mean you don't love the person anymore. And I deal with that a lot in my life, being as my other side of my family is not in the same faith as I am. They are more so they believe, but they don't follow everything that I follow and what I do according to the word. But just because we don't agree on these things doesn't mean I can't love them. And I learned today more about what love really is, and that just really brought me some peace, because I can do these things for sure. I had the wrong idea of love. I equated it to a feeling that you feel in your heart, and the look that you have, or just that warm and fuzzy feeling you'll have with somebody. But love, just as much as it can be that, it also is an action. And sometimes we don't have that fuzzy feeling. We can choose to show love and to love, period, because love is an action word. We can love but just by doing these things, just like in 1 Corinthians 13, I believe, where it says that. So love considers others first. Love looks for the best in people. Love shows respect. Love seeks unity. Love isn't selfish, and love displays patience. None of that is about agreeing with somebody or having the same mindset as somebody. Love is an action, and this is how we can show it. Christ's command to love wasn't reliant on feelings or circumstances. So that was a really great reminder to anyone. This is what it means to love your neighbor. It's not about agreeing with them or looking the same as them or doing the same things as them, And then when you have an opinion, or when you have something that, makes you who you are, if it's not, against the word of God, or if it's not something that is, just unrighteous, then to love somebody is to respect those boundaries that they have. Your light is not meant to be hid, so that's something I wanted to talk about. Of course, Matthew 5 talks about letting your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. Your light is not meant to be hid. If you have, which all of us in Christ have light within us because we're walking in the light, we serve light itself. Your light is not meant to be hid. So do not hide or, shy away from shining that light and just from doing good. Christ wanted perfection of heart, so this is something that is, talked about a lot when it says Christ came not to destroy but to fulfill. Christ fulfilled ceremonial law, and he fulfilled all the prophet sayings. The Old Testament is considered the law and the prophet. So when it said he came to fulfill the law, it did not mean he came to eradicate or destroy all the things that once been said, like the 10 Commandments of God. He came to perfect our hearts. And now, instead of us, following a law externally with our behaviors and with our actions, the law of God is written on our hearts by the Holy Spirit, and we are transformed because of Christ and his sacrifice that was made for us. So basically, long story short, Christ came to fulfill the law, and now because of his sacrifice, we are now made righteous. It's called the Holy Exchange. I love that saying, the Holy Exchange, where our faith in him now allows us to have his perfect righteousness. So it's nothing to do with our behaviors and our actions, but what Christ did for us, and with our faith and what he's done, now we have righteousness. We are made righteous because of our faith. But that internal transformation, the law of God being written on our hearts now, I think Ezekiel talks about this verse where we're given a new heart. This new heart is our gratefulness, and our gratitude for this new heart motivates us to live a life of righteousness, which is the loving thy neighbor as you love yourself, and doing good. Sirach 4 in the Apocrypha, there was a couple verses that stood out to me, of course. Care for the fatherless and widows is important. Wisdom will test a person. This was something that I kind of learned today. Obviously, there's tests and trials we go through, but when you ask and, are looking for wisdom, praying for wisdom, wisdom will test you with mental disciplines and hardship and strict rules. Wisdom will have you confront yourself and your faults, and you will have to choose the truth over your ego. It's very easy to want to defend yourself and your habits just because of how you were raised or different things, traumas that you may carry. But wisdom will have you confront those things. And once you do, and you go through all the tests, and wisdom will stay with you and will reveal her secrets unto you. So I thought that was really, really cool to see how, wisdom does want to deal with you, and we are to seek wisdom, but it doesn't come easy. We have to be worthy of it in a sense. So we will go through things that wisdom will, see. Okay, are they going to stick to what God says? Are they going to choose truth over their own opinion? And yeah, so these are just a couple other things before I close out. Confession of faults. So there was a verse. Let me see if I can get it exactly. Someone text me. It says, "Be not ashamed to confess thy sins, and force not the course of the river." So a river obviously flows. If a river is flowing in one direction, you cannot change that. You can't stand in front of it and change it. The river, the water is going to flow that way. So just the same way, when you make a mistake, there is consequences to those mistakes that you have made. It is better to confess your faults and be not ashamed to confess them, because the more you try to hide them or you try to make up an excuse for them, the more stupid that you're going to look. So I thought that was a really great verse as well, because you cannot stop the flow of the river once you've made, your decision, and then you have the consequence of it. It's better to confess your faults and take that mature step of like, okay, I made this mistake, rather than trying to force or change the course of the river and justify what you've done. And then also there was a verse on verse 21, "For there is a shame that bringeth sin, and there is a shame which is glory in grace." So there is a shame that bringeth sin. The shame that bringeth sin was, when I researched this, was described as an unhealthy shame, being afraid to speak the truth or defend justice. So there is a shame that bringeth sin. In certain situations, it is sin to not defend the truth, because verse 28 here says, "Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee." We are to stand for truth always and what is right. Now, there is a healthy shame, where it is a respectful and moral conscience to keep from committing dishonorable acts. So this is the shame that which leads to glory and grace. This is the shame where, and this is something I see online a lot lately, where people say people have no shame anymore. Some people have no shame anymore. They sleep around, they party, they drink, they get drunk, and they glamorize it. They have no shame about this. These things used to be shameful, to just be so disrespectful to yourself outright and like letting everyone know about it. Nowadays, people don't care. They get on all these type of shows and YouTube videos and online and just say and do whatever they want. So there is a healthy shame of a moral conscience that will not allow you to, commit acts that are unrighteous. So there is two sides to that. So that was my Bible study for today, and it was really great. Now I have to get into making cinnamon rolls. It is 11:22, and I just pray that I'm done. I can't even think about how long it's going to take right now. I'm just going to get in the kitchen and start making some stuff. So yeah, thank you for listening to the Bible study portion of this video. So those are going to rise for an hour and 20 minutes. So that means, let's say, okay, so around 1 p.m., I'm going to try to cut it a little early. So at 1, I'm going to put them in the oven. So everything should be done by the time it's time to leave. All right, it's time to work out. Alrighty, so workout time. This is a bad angle because it's not great lighting. I'm gonna change it over here.
EMOM strength workout. So if you don't know what an EMOM workout is, it stands for every minute on the minute. And all you're going to need for this workout is a pair of dumbbells. And we do recommend going heavy, as this is a strength workout.
Yes.
For reference, I'll be using 15s today.
And I'll be using a pair of 25-pound dumbbells.
I'm not even done yet. Woo. This was full body. We did legs, shoulder, arms, back, glutes. So I only assume this last group or this last set is chest and abs. So at least I can go on the floor. Your girl's done. Oh my god. I struggle. Oh, okay, I like 10-minute ankle mobility routine. Improve your squat. This is something I definitely need. Yeah, this is the phone of my squat. All right, the workout and the mobility is completed. I'm about to just rinse my face off. Because, ooh. Somebody said to maintain your retwist, especially with soft hair like mine. I probably should have my hair wrapped down while I was working out, but I didn't because I was just flowing, is to get in some cool air. So my mom bought this fan, not fan, but a blower that blows wind on Amazon. That feels, oh my God, that feels so good. All right, cinnamon rolls, gotta get ready to go in the oven in 10 minutes. My client just texted me just asking for another post, which I'm gonna work on today, but later today. And then I just got an email saying somebody that wanted to use my services, but it was like a daycare. So I met somebody at a networking group that does web design. They wanted to white label my services to kind of partner with her, and she said they decided to move forward, so that's really, really exciting. So I need to text her so we can meet up and talk. And then somebody else said they possibly have a referral for me. I'm blessed. Praise the Most High. My mom's calling. Hey, Mommy. I will send to you for approval as soon as I finish. I know my goal for next week is to definitely okay, so here's a couple things. So if I'm having clients text me, things like that, I have a better level of stress management about it now, so that's good. But I want to make the content and send for approval method. So put it in the Google Drive so that she can see it. But I have a lot of content editing to do. I have to send some videos to my client because she actually was at that that content studio with me as well. And then some other people are going to send me stuff, and I got to send them stuff and connect with them and just tag them in my stories and my posts. So I got to make really nice content for that because I want to, shout out the studio, shout out everyone who helped, even if they weren't in the videos, because the way that the owner of the studio did it was really nice, and I'm glad that it turned out that way. I thought it would have been like awkward and like, oh my gosh, like we don't know each other and everything, but it was 5 of us there, and one was a hairstylist, one was a photographer, one was my client, and then me, obviously, and they helped me. Like, obviously I had my mom there to help me, but they helped me take videos, they hyped me up, and the photographer took photos of me. So like I have headshots and stuff, and I'm so grateful. So she said she's editing them, she's gonna send them over. So like that's just a blessing from the Most High. And if I could compensate her in any way, I absolutely will. Once I look at like everything, I definitely will just like send her over some stuff because that was so sweet. Anyone else want boiled eggs? Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
Hey, was there any boil from yesterday? Yeah, chicken breast, rice, boiled egg, and then heated up some Olive Garden from the other day. Yeah, I should have gave a tutorial on how I cook my chicken breast. All right, so okay, this is a great angle. I'll show you guys how I do chicken breast. So this isn't cooked. There's a way to cut it where it doesn't have to like break up like that, but it's nice and cooked. I'll be honest with you, I don't know how long I cook them on each side. I just have an intuition about it. Until like, I want to say maybe 7 minutes. I want to say that, but I'm not sure. This is more than enough chicken, so I should even have cooked 2 breasts, but smile, Jamila. Alright, meeting tomorrow. Wait, what got delivered on Amazon? How's it going? Good. Do you know the Wi-Fi password?
I do and I don't.
What does that mean? I do and I don't.
I do, but
After like, it smells so good. It smells like somebody's good laundry detergent.
Oh yeah, I do it so much times I forget every single time too. Like definitely to make my head hurt, but laundry detergent too strong for my head. It's like a perfume head.
Yeah, that's exactly how it feels. Like your head, you get a headache.
That is so quiet.
Look how pretty. Alright, I just been editing videos since I came home. It's 8:10. I can't believe it's 8:10. So pretty. Tomorrow is going to be a very chill day. I'm probably going to wake up and just... I got a to-do list I probably need to write. I need to finish off a content post I need to make for my client. I was going to do it today, but it's just one post that needs to go out tomorrow, so there's no worries in me just doing it today. I have enough content to make it. It's just more so deciding what I want to post for her. I have to go through the rest of my content for my branding shoot. I've been editing my vlog, so that's why I've been just what I've been doing. So I want to get that done, and then I'll work on all the branding stuff. But I sent over all the videos to the other ladies there that helped me, so they should be sending some stuff back. And that's honestly what I'm more so waiting on, to kind of see what I can use, how I can use it, and strategically post it. But I'll definitely be posting some stuff. And then tomorrow I'll have a meeting at 11 a.m. That is a meeting that is just like a confirmation of services. Like, I think that I'm going to have a new client, so I'm really excited about that. And we are supposed to possibly going to see the Spider-Man movie tomorrow evening, which is really interesting. First of all, when Spider-Man, the very first movie came out, the Tom Holland Spider-Man, it was in 2016 or 2017. I don't really remember that. There was this guy that just, oh my gosh, there's a guy behind me. And he was whistling, so I was like, Kill Bill? What? Yeah, but there's some photos I saw that I'm just so excited about. Like, I can't even put it into words. I'm so excited. I worked out today. I really like my workout today. But when I tried to eat the food that I made, the rice, the chicken breast, the bell peppers, I wasn't that hungry. And that was my first meal. But like, I felt like I didn't eat enough. And that's not always good, because if you need the protein to build muscle, like, you gotta eat. So I didn't really eat much. That was really weird. Maybe I can try to eat again, but I don't even feel like I want to eat right now. So that's a little weird and different, definitely different for me. Like, if I was so hungry coming off of the workout and I didn't eat anything else, why was I not eating when I made the food for myself? But yeah. So I just finished editing. I finished the other vlog while I was at the bake sale with my sister. We ended up making, and then now I'm making this one, which was yesterday's, and then today, obviously, I'll edit today's tomorrow, because I don't technically have all the content, because I'm still filming right now, right? So the very first one is up, and even if these don't get any views, this is more so documentation for myself and like the future me when I do go big and everyone's like, I need to see where she came from. Yeah, I've been doing this for a minute now. See, who's that? Some people roll up on your street and you don't even know who they are. Like, I don't know your car at all. I don't know who that guy is. I'm gonna go inside very soon because the bugs, I don't feel like getting bit up. Guys, look at me. A little schedule for August 14th. Let's just do 6 a.m. for funsies. All right, I'm gonna pop inside now. All right, I think that's it for me today. I mean, I made some posts, I got mini clips for TikTok, Instagram, like I did all that. Me and social media are done right now. I'm really excited about everything. Even just seeing like the 2 posts up on Instagram. The thumbnails look so nice. I'm proud of myself. I'm ready to shower and go to bed though. It's 9:30. Alrighty, that is it for me today. I want to thank you guys so much for just being here and watching me on my journey It's very fun just to vlog and to document and to just really live your life and do what God has called you to do. Intentionally seek Him every day and, you know, stop being so fearful and having like a legalistic relationship with Him. Just being honest, accepting your faults and working on those faults and just bettering yourself every day. It's a special feeling for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna hop into bed now though. Boop, boop, boop. Well, after I shower, yeah. But tomorrow's gonna be light, easy, and breezy. Hopefully, I'm gonna write a to-do list because there's some things I need to get done. Other than that, I got like one meeting, and then hopefully somehow, some way, I need to catch up on Spider-Man movies.